installing a scope on an NWTF turkey competition shotgun. William Hovey Smith, 2013. And I'm the author of Backyard Deer Hunting, and here I get a shotgun ready for competition.
I'm Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman, and this is a view from YouTube land. Today, I am going to put a scope on this TK2000 shotgun. Why, you ask? Well, I'm getting it ready to be a competition level gun. Each year, the National Wild Turkey Federation has their still target competition, and they now have a muzzleloading division. And the gun before me is the Knight TK2000, and that is the most capable muzzleloading shotgun ever put in commercial production. But, yeah, last turkey season, I went out and hunted with something sort of unusual. Blunderbuss. Yep. And we took turkey with it too. And since I write the material for Gun Digest, I use a variety of muzzleloading materials. And so this year, yep, this gun is going in the field to take a turkey. Okay. So, we now have scope mounts from Knight. These are rings and bases. Okay, ferocious knife. And all kinds of little tiny parts here. It's nice to have a tray that you can just dump these in so they don't go all over the floor, because sooner or later you're going to lose one of these small screws. So first thing is to remove the old screws. Look, now these are the mounting screws on the gun. They give you 3 in the back and 2 in the front. Well, we want to mount this scope as far forward as we can get it. So consequently, we're going to take out the front ones. All right. Okay, that's number 2. And one here. If you think these are coming out awful easy, they are, because I had pre-loosened them a little bit. Okay, now I say little dinky things. Okay, so we now have scope bases, and these are typically called Weaver bases. I'm going to prep the surface a little bit by using some rubbing alcohol. And what this is to do is to actually remove any oil from the threads, because they are oiled. And now we'll wipe out the interior and let them dry a little bit. Yay. Okay. Another Q-tip. Again, all the fluid out of the bottom. Now a little bit about this gun while this is completely evaporating away. The TK2000 is a very capable shotgun, and it will shoot a load of up to 2 1/4 ounces a shot and 100 grains of powder. Now that is a powerful shotgun load with considerable recoil. So in a competition gun, I want to make this thing as heavy as possible. So I have already put some weight in the stock here. To make it more shootable, I've added another recoil pad, as you see here. And I think we're now getting about ready to do it to it. Similarly, we'll clean off the base of these mounts a little bit. Now, if you only dealt with AR rifles, you wonder why in the world we use these special mounts. Well, the reason is, of course, this receiver is rounded. And so you have to have a matching rounded base. Not everything uses AR style bases. Okay, get a little paper towel here. Wipe. Okay, yeah, that's dry. Now you can go one step further and put a drop of Loctite down in the bottom here, and that will help ensure that the mounts will stay there under heavy recoil. Okay. Alright, so now we need some screws. I'm looking for 4 smallish ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. And these happen to be star-headed screws. Okay, I think we've got one of those. Yeah, right, sure. Yes, sir, we do. Attempt to line up the holes. Screw it down sort of loosely. Let it have a little bit of slack at this stage. Alright. Now you can cinch them down good. Alright, that's there. 2 more to go. Now each maker's mounts commonly use a different kind of screw. So you'll find some of them that takes Phillips, some of them that takes these star-shaped screwdrivers. So it really helps to have a nice complete set here like I've got beside me with all kinds and varieties of screwdrivers. Okay, there, 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 there. Now, okay, and now to mount these bases. There's a larger opening here, and just so you can see what's going on, I'm going to put it on this side, and you take it and you slide it on the mounts. There you go. Now the problem we have is that this screw should pass through here, and it is not. It's sort of hanging up. And we're going to have to relieve this just a little bit. We have made a user modification. We have used portable grinding tool here and opened up these slots, so now these screws fit firmly in them but do not wiggle. So that's exactly like you want them to be. So we'll go ahead and mount the bases. And these slide on like this. Okay. This fits from the other side through here. And now, as you see, pushes through freely and screws up tightly. Now we are screwing steel to aluminum. So it is entirely possible to strip these threads, which you do not want to do by over torquing. Now, there's some looseness here. That's inherent in the mount itself. It is not this. This fits very tight indeed. It's in the design of the mount. So there's nothing to be done about that. These are not the most expensive mounts in the world. In fact, they're among the least expensive. And, well, you get what you pay for. When you pay, say, $50, $60 for a set of mounts and bases, you get good quality stuff. When you pay less than that, not so much. Yeah, that's not particularly good. But we will proceed nonetheless. Okay, now here's the scope. And of course this is the front and this is the rear. And we want to mount it as far forward as we can get. Have the crosshairs vertical. Okay, a little tweak that way. Yep, alright. It sits down firmly. Yep, that looks good. Alright. Screws. I've already degreased these so we can start them in. You want to make sure you start them straight and they don't strip. You don't want to cross thread these. It's very easy to do with these aluminum mounts. Okay, that's going down fine. That's going down fine. The temptation is to take these things and just tweak them down to 1 inch of their lives. Well, not yet, you don't want to. You want to make sure you have your scope on straight and the crosshairs aligned before you really torque it. Okay, we've got all 4 screws started and they're starting easily. And you want to wind up with an equal amount of daylight between these upper and lower segments. So, okay, tighten this down some more. Tighten this down. So alternate. Because another thing you can do is you can actually put torque on the scope, which you don't want to do. Okay, we're getting there, getting there, getting there, getting there. Okay, that's pretty firm. Check. Crosshairs vertical and horizontal. They are. All right. We are getting there. Okay. Now, what you do not want to do is ever pick up a rifle and carry it like this by the scope. That puts a lot of strain on the scope and mounts and is really unnecessary and unwarranted. Now, that is fairly solid. I don't hear any rattling. So, the next thing will happen, we'll actually go out on the range and shoot this and target it in. For now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
Besides backyard deer hunting, I also have extreme muzzleloading and a new 8-book ebook series on muzzleloaders, including ones on shotguns and smoothbore muskets. Now here I am with blunderbuss, and in case you think I was just blowing smoke, well, here it is with its turkey. The National Wild Turkey Federation has its annual national shoot near Edgefield, South Carolina in November. There are also local club shoots, and you can go to NWTF.org for details on those. For information on my books, blogs, and videos, you can go to my website at www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.